like a little kid who runs away from home for like 20 minutes, walks down the street and comes back. I'm back. Here's Johnny. Yeah, I'm back. Green Hill Gaming is back. So, welcome back to Green Hill Gaming, where I share my passion of video games with the whole wide world. In this live stream, I'll be playing Sonic Frontiers. So, sit back, relax, but as always, and more importantly, enjoy the live stream. Yeah, I was actually playing a lot of Sonic Frontiers, and there was just moments. Oh my god, there was just moments where I had to show ye like this game. I had to share my passion of this game. I just couldn't, like, I just couldn't resist the urge. Like, oh god, like there was a part of me that was saying, "No, Johnny, you have to stand by what you said. You said you were done. You can come back." But then there was an even like bigger part of me, right? Just a bigger part of me that was like, you have to come back. You have to share your passion of Sonic Frontiers. And here I am. Here I am, Colton. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back like a little child who runs away from home for like 10 minutes. You know, runs down the street. I'm running away! And then back in 10 minutes like nothing ever happened. That's pretty much That's pretty much what this is like. I'm a scammer. I should have did like a GoFundMe or something. You know, fund Johnny in his future endeavors and raise like 20,000 euro, and then come back less than 2 weeks. Ah, fuckers. Joke. I'm actually doing quite well at the moment, no, Colson. Thank you for asking. Been playing a lot of great games as of late. God of War Ragnarok. Oh my fucking god, what a game. Sonic Frontiers, which I will be talking about and showing in this live stream. So I'm doing very well now, thanks for asking. What about you, Colson? Great to have you back in the live streams, Colson. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. I'll tell you now. So what you're looking at is a map of the second island in Sonic Frontiers, two of five islands, part of the Starfall Islands, which is the location of Sonic Frontiers. As you can see, if you can't, you need a new pair of glasses. This map is absolutely huge. I mean, this little area here, it's just one area. And as you gradually zoom out, you just get an overall scale of this map. Now, what I'm going to be doing, in this live stream, is I am going to be completing side stories, which gives you a nice little, not backstory, but basically by completing these side stories, it delves deeper into the lore of Sonic Frontiers. You don't actually have to do anything, which I think is actually great, unlike side quests. All you have to do is just sit there and listen to the characters yap and yap and yap, a bit like myself, really, talking about the lore of the game. Right? Okay, so as and I'm also going to be doing the main story as well, which revolves around Knuckles. And as I go to each of these side stories and the main story, you will get to see just how vast, as I mentioned, this map is, and you will also, more importantly, just get to see the game. I get to see what the game is all about. Damien, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Do you know what I'm like? Do you know what I'm like? I'm like, oh, you unsubbed. Well, you've just broken my heart. Now I'm going to end the live stream now. And I'm going to go to sleep. And I'm going to cry myself to sleep. Is what I'm going to do right now. Damien unsubbed me. No, I'm only joking. Damien, you know what I'm like? I'm like a little child that runs away from home for like 10 minutes, like goes down to the end of the street and then comes back home and acts like nothing ever happened. That's what this is like. I couldn't stay away. I couldn't stay away. Like, I was playing Sonic Frontiers, right? And there was just, oh my God, there was a part of me that was like screaming, like absolutely screaming. Like, you have to share this game, Johnny. You have to share. I just couldn't resist it. I want to share my passion of this game so much, which is why I'm back. And it's great to be back, and it's great to have you back in the live stream as well, Damien. How are you keeping? How are you getting on? And I know you're only kidding. Is this a one-off stream? Good question, actually. I'll answer that. Are we getting you back, but less frequent? Less frequent. And I'm fantastic. Got a platinum trophy for RE3, PS4, and 5 version. No working on RE2 and been playing that new Call of Duty. Nice one. That's some good platinums there, man. Good stuff, Coulson. Good stuff. And enjoy Call of Duty. Chad Middleton, it is great to see your name pop up on the live stream again. How have you been doing? Your dinner is cold. I had my dinner already, had my takeaway, had my lovely takeaway, so I'm all full now, full of energy. Great to be back on Green Hill Gaming. And Adam, how are you doing? Welcome to Green Hill Gaming, Adam. Welcome to my live stream of Sonic Frontiers. How are you doing? Hope you're all doing very well. Hope you enjoyed the live stream. It is good to be back. So, okay. So here we go. Right, so I spoke about the map. Here's the map. Question. What was the last Sonic game you played that looked like this? Just look at the absolute sheer vastness of this map. So obviously Sonic Frontiers, as you may know, is an open world game, or as Sega call it, an open zone. So as I mentioned, there are 5 islands in Sonic Frontiers, the Starfall Islands. Each of these islands are absolutely massive open world areas that you can fully explore, and there's quite a lot to do. You can complete these little challenges that are scattered all throughout the map, because when you arrive in an island, the map actually won't look like this. It'll be completely empty, and you've got to go to challenge areas, complete the challenges, and you will reveal more of the map. You reveal the whole map, and then you'll be able to fast travel. There's also portals situated throughout the map that bring you to cyberspace. You complete the cyberspace levels, which are like traditional Sonic levels, and you will collect keys, portal keys, vault keys, actually, and they will allow you to collect Chaos Emeralds. There's also these little cocoa things to collect, and you collect them, and you can actually increase your ring speed, or your ring speed, your ring capacity or your speed. So Sonic actually has stats now in Sonic Frontiers. If you collect blue seeds of defense and red seeds of attack power, you can increase your attack and defense. So Sonic is going full like stats this time around. There's even a skill tree in the game as well, where you can learn new abilities like Psy-Loop, Phantom Rush, Air Trick, Stomp Attack, Loop Kick, Spin Slash, and so on and so forth. You collect skill points by defeating enemies and doing various actions in the game. So there's quite a lot to do. There's quite a lot to explore. There was quite a lot to do in Sonic Frontiers. IGN did a terrible job showing off this game for the first time. But don't listen to IGN. Listen to me. Listen to me. Power Slave Productions, I am back indeed, like a little lost child that runs away from home for like 20 minutes and comes back again. How are you doing, Power Slave Production? Great to have you back on Green Hill Gaming for our live stream of Sonic Frontiers. Long time no see. I know you, Adam. It's been a while. He's doing an early 12 days of Christmas. He was only gone for 12 days. Good one. That's a good one. Oh, you got a cold. It's time of the year for colds, unfortunately, Chad. Get better soon. Get better soon. Yeah, take it easy, man. Take it easy, Chad. How is the game? Chad, let me tell you. Chat, let me tell you. Sonic Frontiers is, in my opinion, the best 3D Sonic game I have ever played. It just genuinely feels fresh and fun. Like exploring these massive islands feels genuinely fresh and fun for the series, and I hope it becomes the blueprint of the series. So you get to see what this game is all about now as I go to each of the side stories and the main story itself. But I'm absolutely loving the game so far. It is the best 3D Sonic game ever made, in my opinion. So that how y'all doing? Look at the other flats. I'm telling you, he's going for those platinums. You've got competition, Damien. Damien is currently the emperor of platinums. Puts up the hand. I have never played a Sonic game. I'll see myself out. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Whether you've played Sonic or not, you'll still be able to enjoy this game in this live stream. IGN, they sure do. Most journalists gave it a 7, but it's over with the players. I'd give it a solid 8, to be honest with you. It's the main thing. IGN gives 10s to 6, 7s. Yeah, IGN are actually bad with reviews, to be honest with you. How Deathloop got 10 exactly. Imagine giving Deathloop 10. Do you know what I mean? IGN is getting paid off by Ragnarok. But look, who am I to judge? But who's IGN to judge, though? That's the question. They're absolutely terrible at fucking reviewing games, to be honest with you. Stray would beat God of War Ragnarok and Elden Ring. I personally, I just want Stray to win. Because I'm actually just a biased cat lover. No, but all joking aside though, Stray is unlike any game out there. You get to play as a cat from start to finish. It just genuinely feels different to play. Ragnarok, great game, loving it. Elden Ring, haven't played it. I'm sure it's a good game. All great games. But Stray is just so different, you know, and I just really would like Stray to win. Last year, It Takes Two won, and it's an independent game. So there's a chance that Stray can actually win, and I personally would love it to win, to be honest with you. Elden Ring, yeah, unfortunately, if it's Jeff Keighley in the game awards, then it's going to be Elden Ring, because it's going to be completely over. It's over with the fans, you know, as the wrestling people would say. So here's an icon here for one of the side stories involving Knuckles, because each island has one of your friends trapped in cyberspace, and you have to go to them and rescue them. So the red Knuckles icon indicates the main, like, Knuckles story, but the black icons then are side stories. As I mentioned earlier, they're actually not side quests, they're just stories. You can place markers. Also, I should point out that Sonic is wearing his lovely Monster Hunter gear, because there is currently a Monster Hunter collaboration with Sonic Frontiers. It's free DLC, available across all platforms. So yeah, you can dress up in some Monster Hunter gear. I mean, look at this. When's the last time you saw this kind of gameplay in a Sonic the Hedgehog game? Just complete 3D open world freedom. So you press R2 on the PlayStation controller to boost. As I mentioned, you can increase your speed. So here's an enemy, right? So to defeat this enemy, you got to ride on his like electric rail, jump up, and press circle to pound him. Pound him. Now, I got a red seed of power. But as you can see, my power is actually maxed out at the moment. So that's just one of the many enemies you can actually fight. So when you actually fight and defeat them, they'll give you various items that are going to be useful to you. Okay, so here's another enemy. Oh, so that's a basic attack, right? Basic homing attack. But you can also do this move here. No, I'm completely maxed out, like, so some of these battles are going to be really, really short because I've maxed myself out so early on in the game. Now, here, see this blue tick here? That indicates a challenge that I've already completed. And as I mentioned, when you complete challenges, you reveal more of the map. But here is, there's Knuckles. We'll chat to Knuckles in just a moment. But I've got to keep an eye on the live chat as well, like. Can't abandon the live chat. The player base thinks otherwise. Again, Demon Souls and Dark Souls was better than Elden Ring. Yeah, I mean, the Demon Souls fan base is, like, very adamant, like, you know. Demon Souls, we did it first. Sifu is in the fighter category. I actually voted Sifu for best... I'm confused now. I voted Sifu as best indie game and best fighting game as well. 0 nomination from Xbox this year. Xbox had nothing. That's why. Chad, did you pick up Sonic Frontiers? No, I get the system end of this month. Oh, I forgot. Chad's a traitor. Chad's a traitor. Normally Chad would say, is it coming to Switch? But no, Chad is like, is it coming to Steam Deck? Shamed yourself, Chad. I'm only joking. So let's listen to... Oh yeah, so it also finds out that you need these tokens to activate story missions and side stories. They're all over the map. So let's have a chat with Knuckles and see what he has to say.
Have you been here before? You're navigating the island like it's nothing.
Oh no, see, when I interact with these things marked with this symbol, I automatically learn the lay of the land. It's like the island is beaming a GPS signal right into my brain. Pretty cool, right?
I'm sure that's the ancients doing as well. I wonder what that symbol means in their language.
Now, come to think of it, you don't actually see it printed anywhere in the villages. I guess the true meaning is lost to time.
So yeah, Sonic explaining to Knuckles what I've been explaining to the live chat basically is by completing these challenges you will actually reveal more of the map, and once you complete all these challenges, the map will be completely revealed. I mean, look how big this map is. This is one island. There was 5 islands in Sonic Frontiers. This is one island. One island, people. It's absolutely massive. And this is the first time Sega has done an open world Sonic the Hedgehog. So, I mean, full marks to Sonic the Hedgehog, you know, for pulling this off, like. No, I'll wait for the 90% sale. Ha! 90% sale. Traitor. Joke. Joke. So I'm going to head now to the next side story. I'm so happy to be sharing my passion of this game. So I'm going to go here. So as I mentioned, I mean, just exploring. What's the marker? Exploring these massive open zones has been genuinely fun, and it just feels so fresh. It feels like a true next generation Sonic the Hedgehog game. Kind of like how people would have felt when they played Sonic Adventure for the first time. I actually didn't play Sonic Adventure when it originally came out because I didn't actually have the Dreamcast when it originally came out. But playing Sonic Frontiers, I just get this feeling that it's just, this is the next direction for Sonic, you know, for 3D Sonic. I still think we should get 2D Sonic the Hedgehog. Maybe just stop with the whole kind of like re-releasing, not re-releasing, but maybe just stop with the whole kind of like, you know, classic collections. I think we have got enough classic collections. Maybe stop with the whole idea of like, you know, like maybe we don't need to see like classic zones being kind of like remade. I think I'd be all over like a brand new 2D Sonic the Hedgehog game. Like Sonic Mania 2, you know, would be would rock my world. Trying to get over here, but I think it's time to look at the live chat because Johnny is lost. 5 islands, that's a 6. 10 from my IGN. And that's their mentality, like, for reviewing games, like. How are the giant robot fights? They're actually really, like, just, you'd actually be taken back by the size of them, the sheer scale of the bosses. And because of the fact that Sonic now has new abilities, it just feels very, very fresh, as I mentioned. This level is too hard for 10. That's IGN, like. That's the way they work, like. I'd just give this game a solid 8, to be honest with you. I mean, I could say a 10, like, just for this. Okay, let me just see, can I get here quicker? You can get here quicker. Okay. Alright. This is where I need to be. Alright. Ah, handy, so I can just fast travel directly to this portal. Because once you reveal the entire map, you will be able to fast travel to many of its locations. I think Sonic Frontiers has the perfect open world formula. The last time I said about a game, I think, was Spider-Man on PS4. Because it's just so, like, free and open in terms of how you want to, like, kind of approach it, like, you know, like, it's perfect. Like, I mean, so when I arrive in an island for the first time, I complete all the challenges, so I complete the whole map. Then I can fast travel directly to all of the portals. Then I complete all the portals, and then I collect as many Chaos Emeralds as I can. I might then do a bit of fishing with Big the Cat, and now what I'm doing right now is completing the side quest and the main story. So it's all kind of like, it's all neatly, like, I can't explain it in words. God almighty, sometimes I can't translate my passion that much well in the live stream, but I just feel like it's the perfect formula for an open world game. Some games can be very distracting. They kind of throw the side stuff at you whether you want them or not. So you can choose, basically, is what I'm trying to say. You can choose how you want to go about the game. That's a better way of putting it. Johnny is back indeed, Emily. I've been saying this since the start of the live stream, but I'm like a little child that runs away from home for like 10 minutes and goes down as far as the end of the street and comes back, and accident never happened again. But I'm back. I came back, Emily, because I miss you so much now. But I obviously did. So, but I'm back because I really wanted to share my passion of this game. Been playing a lot of Sonic Frontiers, and there's just moments where I just said to myself, you have to come back and share your passion. Thank you, Emily. Much appreciated. How have you been keeping, Emily? It's great to have you all back. Johnny gave it an 8 because it didn't have Sonic kissing. It didn't have. No, I'm not going to say it. God, I'll be banned. So this character here, I actually forget her name. Sorry, I actually forget her name. She's basically artificial intelligence that Dr. Robotnik has created. Because Dr. Robotnik is in the Starfall Islands because he wants the technology of the ancients.
Your flying nightmare is a step up from the giant. Very mobile. It's going to end the same way.
How are you able to utilize the Chaos Emeralds? I must reassess the battle parameters. I cannot afford to have you win again.
Well, you know, you could call it off and let me save my friends in peace. No? Fine. We'll do it your way.
So once again, these are side stories, and I'm glad that they're actually not side quests because you don't have to do anything. You just go to the location, have a conversation with a character, learn more about the story, and I'm happy enough with that. Obviously, then the main story then obviously has you doing stuff. Everything's all right, thanks. No problem. Know that you're back, it's better. Ah, thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. So, we will go to Knuckles next. He's just right here. Ah, here we go. Okay, okay. So what's that lurking in the sands? Actually, should find out. This Monster Hunter gear is so appropriate for this this map, isn't it? Okay, what's this here? What's this? This is a shark, and it's one of the guardians located throughout Starfall Island. What you have to do? Now, why didn't IGN show this? What you have to do is basically hang on really tight. You'll also find out the music, the soundtrack in Sonic Frontiers is fantastic. I actually have the soundtrack. I got the digital deluxe edition. I just wanted it. You have to press either left or right and the left analog stick. Sometimes you have to press up or down as well. So this is like monster. Oh crap! Back at it again. I keep forgetting not to jump. You just have to press square when the time is right. We're kind of throwing a bit of battling, so you know, you can see a bit of action. Now I'm going to showcase some of Sonic's abilities. Sonic is having a great time. Well, I'll start off with the basic attack. Where's he gone? Okay, this is basic. So you can hold on L2. I almost haven't. But I am extremely powerful. So that's just some of Sonic's many abilities. Oh, he's still alive. He got me, trolled me. It reminds me of that time. He's gone. Hold on. It reminds me of that one time where I was a kid and there was a bee out my garden, thought he was dead. I picked him up and he stung me. And I will look at the live chat in just a moment. Just wanted to see this guy. Sharp. This is a regular enemy, by the way. Well, it's a guardian, but it's not actually a boss or anything like that, so. And there's different types of guardians on each item. One more hit to do it. Defeated. I mean, that was like a boss battle in like Sonic Unleashed. Like they're like, so they really, Sonic team have really stepped it up. They have absolutely stepped it up. Green Thunder, welcome back to Green Hill Gaming. I am back. I'm streaming Sonic Frontiers. How are you doing? Hope you enjoy. We're going to be sharing moments together again. We are indeed. Looking forward to it. Thank you, Emily. Much appreciated. So how is everything doing? Very well now, thanks for asking. A lot of great games that I've been getting stuck into, including Sonic Frontiers and God of War Ragnarok as well. The new Pokemon is coming out in 2 days' time. I think it's 2 days' time. I haven't even decided which version I'm going to get. I have no idea. Which version I'm going to get. We've got another enemy up here. Now this is a regular enemy, like, this is pretty basic enough. We've got the Titan above me. We can only defeat the Titans by collecting all of the Chaos Emeralds. Before then we're going to have a chat with Knuckles. And this is one of the side stories.
Amy said her cyber cage wasn't a fun time. How was it for you?
Miserable. Like a living nightmare. It was the most alone I've ever felt. And at the same time, I was drowning in terrible visions and emotions. Like I said, nightmare.
Yeesh. These visions, they weren't like what Tikal showed us way back when, were they? Do these ruins sync up to when your ancestors were wiped out?
I don't think so. But if you're right, and that prison was bringing back those memories, that's cruel. If I find out who designed it, they're gonna pay.
Now Sonic and Knuckles mentioned a bit of lore there that even I'm unfamiliar with, because there's quite a few, not quite a few, there's Sonic games I haven't played. I haven't played Sonic 06, and I don't want to either, to be honest with you. So yeah, they refer to lore. That's something Sega are actually investing in at the moment. They're actually trying to protect the lore of Sonic or something. So this is actually very, very interesting, that we could really see a full-on, like Sonic universe within the video games. Instead of like having one game where like Sonic is a storyteller, the next is a werehog, and they're all over the place. It seems like that Sega are going to be very grounded now with its lore, and I like that. And that they're really kind of focusing on like even the classic Sonic games for its lore as well, which is good. Sonic Frontiers is better than any 3D Mario game until Mario Odyssey 2. Oh, you know me too well. Super Mario Odyssey 2 comes out, and I'm like, Sonic Frontiers is only alright. Yeah. This is a good old game, but Mario's here now, like, so we'll talk about Mario. Oh god, love it. I'm surprised you playing Frontiers, because you've been critical of the game for a while. So, how do you feel about the game? Thought I'd put in feel there because I didn't see a feel, so I'll shoot in there for you. You're welcome. I'm only joking. No, that's a good point actually. I was quite critical. That's because IGN did a terrible job showcasing the game. I honestly, from what I saw from IGN, I just saw an empty game with nothing to do. As you saw, that is not the case. So yeah, I've actually been really, really enjoying Sonic Frontiers. I think it's the best 3D Sonic game I've actually ever played, because it's just really just getting stuck into each of the massive maps, and they're absolutely huge. Just completing the challenges, completing the cyberspace levels, like leveling up, collecting these annoying, these tiny little things here, and more importantly, completing the story. Just like really exploring these open zones is genuinely fun, and it's really fresh, and it just genuinely feels like a new Sonic the Hedgehog game. I couldn't really say that about previous 3D Sonic games. They all felt stale, in my opinion. So I'm really, really enjoying it now. It has to be said. Playing Sonic on Shigeru Miyamoto's birthday. Oh yeah, he's 70. Shigeru Miyamoto, the legendary Shigeru Miyamoto. He has been around for so long, even before the NES. Donkey Kong on the arcade. You know, that's really what kind of like propelled Shigeru Miyamoto in mainstream gaming. You know, Donkey Kong on that arcade machine, and then of course the NES, where he like a lot of iconic NES games, which are actually inspiring game developers to this day. I don't know if people know this, but I think it was Cory Barlog, but it was definitely somebody within like the development team of God of War Ragnarok actually came out and said that he's been inspired by quite a few NES games with Ragnarok. I didn't look into it, I didn't see what games there were, but yeah, NES games. Shigeru Miyamoto inspiring, you know, modern day developers to this day. So happy birthday, Shigeru Miyamoto, because I honestly feel like without him, I don't know what the gaming industry would actually be like. So put your feet up, Shigeru Miyamoto, and have a great birthday. Johnny is a trailer now, chat. Oh god. I can like Sonic and Mario together. I can be a good father and like my two kids at the same time. So how many do we have left? We've got quite a few left actually. Not that many though. I'm trying to fit this in within the next 30 minutes, so I'm kind of a bit under pressure for time, but we'll be grand. So I actually forget her name. She's the artificial intelligence. Sonic can also dodge as well. I think I can actually show you some of his abilities here. Actually, do you know what I'll do? Quickly, is I'll actually show you some of these, some of Sonic's skills in practice. So I'm going to show you a side loop here, because you can actually go to training at any time in the game. So a side loop, you hold down triangle on the PlayStation controller, because this game is available across all platforms. So hold down triangle, and you can do a circle like this. But you have to, once you overlap, various effects will happen. Obviously the most obvious effect is it will damage enemies, but you can also collect rings by doing that. Then you've got Sonic Boom, which I love the name, Sonic Boom. So for that, you just hold down L2 in the air. Okay, that will take too long to show you every move. I'll just put it into practice as I actually come across some of the enemies in the game. It'll be better, a more effective way to showcase Sonic's skills. Sonic and Mario are now Johnny's kids. Yeah, it's official. It's official. It's official fan lore, fandom. Yeah, I've given birth, but you know what though? It's 2022, so yeah, I've given birth to Sonic and Mario. It's official. It's official. Oh, I should also find out, this is, I just love my 4K. I just love my 4K. It's the fact that, like, it's just the fact that I got a 4K TV and I just want to experience 4K to its fullest. So, every game I play on PS5, it has to be in 4K. I gotta get the full 4K. Now, obviously, if you're not watching it in 4K, you're not getting the 4K experience. So, in case you're wondering, I am playing it in 30 frames per second. I'll actually show you now what 60 frames per second looks like. So it's currently on 4K mode, as I mentioned, so I'll now switch to 60 frames per second mode. Apply changes. So this is 60 frames per second. Because I'm so nice to my lovely viewers, I'll actually put it in 60 frames per second for the remainder of the stream, because you're obviously not going to be watching this in 4K anyway, so it's not really going to benefit my viewers. So I will sacrifice 4K visuals for all of you lovely people. Don't say I didn't do anything good.
Hey, I'm willing to let bygones be bygones if you tell me how to restore my friends. Both Amy and Knuckles are all ghosty. kinda like you.
All data within cyberspace is restricted to outsiders.
You see, that's the thing. They're kinda half in, half out. Can you at least tell me if they're going to be okay?
Their conditions are stable. They are hovering between the digital dimension and this one, but their lives are not at risk.
Oh, that's a relief. Sort of. Thanks for answering.
She's a bit like Ada Wong in Resident Evil, isn't she? She's not she's not a foe, but then again, she's not really an ally either. She's just there. She's just doing her own thing. Will there be a new Sonic movie? Oh, definitely, confirmed. Sonic 3 is confirmed and everything. There's even going to be a Knuckles spin-off on one of the streaming services. We can already watch on 60 frames per second. Oh yeah, true. That's actually true. I didn't actually think about that. I'm going to stick to 60 frames per second though. Kind of, I just think once you kind of go there, like it's like hard to kind of go back, isn't it? Where's the map? I can't press the map. There we go. Couldn't press the map there for a second. Okay, so next I'm going to go to Knuckles again. So yeah, as I mentioned, oh, here we go. Got it. No one needs enemies. I am so OP, like I was doing a lot of fishing with Big the Cat, and you can actually spend these tokens that you collect from fishing. You can actually buy the red seeds of power and blue seeds of defense. So I actually got a lot of them, and yeah, I maxed out my stats already on the second island. So I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, to be honest, but yeah, I've literally like got one hit kills now, like, and these enemies, like, the game still looks absolutely fantastic, like in 60 frames per second, 1080p. It's dynamic 60, it's dynamic 1080p. So it's kind of like, oh, purple coins. Purple coins. Purple coins. You had a purple rain, now I have purple coins. These coins are actually used to go fishing. So no, if I get time, I'll actually show you about the fishing, actually. All depends. What's that? Knuckles memory token? Knuckles is... Oh yeah, I already have tons of Knuckles memory tokens. And the game is explains what they are. I know what they are.
It's not fair. How come you get to jump in and out of cyberspace and I'm stuck halfway?
Oh, beats me. It sounds like we all experience the dimension differently.
Yeah, I didn't see any way out. Your trips sound less complicated.
Well, whatever. The spooky Skyboy says I just have to trash the Titans to get you guys back to normal, so we have a plan.
Oh yeah? Why isn't it talking to the rest of us then?
Sonic is definitely going to be a very important character in the story of Sonic Frontiers. I'd say his ancestors are probably the ancients. That's my guess anyway. Once you go 60 frames per second, there's no going back. Alright, how many side quests do we have left? Or side stories? I'm so tempted to call them side quests. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's the main story quest, so I'll try to complete this as quickly as possible. So I'm a bit under pressure on time now, to be honest. Like, I was not actually planning on coming back to Green Hill Gaming. I wasn't really planning it. It's just, I just really wanted to share my passion for this game. And like, I'm so glad that I actually did. Like, or some enemies. So they will shield themselves. These enemies will shield themselves. So you gotta use a side loop to break their defense. So there is quite a lot of strategy involved, you know, for a Sonic game. I mean, Sonic games normally just have you like jumping on the enemies, and that's just literally it for a lot of Sonic games. But Frontiers has you using a bit of strategy because you have to use like certain moves at certain times. Now, when using a side loop, again, it's important that you have to, as you saw, like it's important that you have to overlap the circle. You can't do like a neat circle. You have to like overlap it, otherwise it won't work. Finally, let me just get up here and I'll read the chat then. Okay. Sonic finally got his big break, a good 3D game, finally a great sequel, movie and Origins we got. I'm telling you, what a year for Sonic the Hedgehog, isn't it? As you mentioned, I mean, this is Sonic's big break. Definitely with Frontiers, it just feels like the next step in the series. For a long while now there's been a stale 3D Sonic games, and Sonic Frontiers is really a breath of fresh air like for the series. It really is. And again, the movie as well, just a fantastic movie adaptation, absolutely. And Sonic Origins, like, was a real kind of like celebration of classic 2D as well. So yeah, a great year for Sonic, absolutely. 22 days to the Game Awards. Will there be Mortal Kombat 12, do you reckon? I'm going to, as Ed Boon said there, the 30th anniversary of Mortal Kombat. I'm going to temper my expectations, really. I think for the entirety of the Game Awards, not just Mortal Kombat 12, but just overall, I'm just going to go in there expecting nothing, and hopefully I'll get something. Sonic Mania 2. Am I asking for much?
Look at the size of this. What do you call it? Satellite dish? It's for communications, right?
Yeah. I've seen all sorts of crazy, high-tech, ancient tech across both islands.
How can something this old be this advanced? It's sturdy, too. I punched it. It didn't move at all.
Yeah, Nux, don't punch the ruins. Once I find Tails, maybe he can use them to figure out what happened here.
Hey, I already discovered that it's sturdier than anything we've encountered. I don't think this material is from this world.
So Knuckles and Sonic having a conversation about the ancients and ancient technology, and just really trying to understand like who the ancients are, what the purpose of their technology is. I'm actually going to see will I get time to do a battle with one of the other Guardians ahead of me. So should be able to. How many more side quests do I have? 1, 2, 3. You know what? I'll do the side quests first, and then I'll just fight this thing. So it's fair. Okay, it's a bit fair. Ah, here we go. This will take me to the Guardian. Come down. Yeah, I know I'm going backwards, but I think this is the way I'm supposed to go. Ah, yeah. Okay, if I can... There we go. So this is another Guardian. Strider. So what you have to do is you have to go around these circular rails completely, and then you'll be lifted up to the next one. Again, and then you lift it up to the 3 main rails. And what you have to do is you have to go around here, but you also have to avoid being hit. You really have to pay attention to where it's being aimed at. See, I got hit there now. There we go. And I was just taking out a Guardian in like a couple of attacks, but that should not be, because I maxed out my stats, you see, so for the average player, like, that would actually take a lot longer, but I just had to just max out my stats like there's no tomorrow. And Happy Knuckles is back, acting like the Guardian of Angel Island again, and he's rivalry with Sonic. Yeah, does seem to be like old school Knuckles, yeah. Old school Knuckles all the way. Yeah, I got that feeling as well, actually. I need to get up on top of here. I might be able to get there quicker, hopefully. Yeah, I can get here quicker. All I have to do is maybe no. Damn it. One of the Kaka Waka statues, which are used to increase your ring capacity and speed.
I know they're completely different islands, but some of these ruins are making me think of the ones back on Angel Island.
Why? Because they're made of stone? There are multiple architectural styles across the island. It's different types of stone, too. Plus, these ruins predate anything on Angel Island by a wide margin. Although, the spiritual spaces and military structures do share some similarities.
Okay, so the Ancients and Echidnas weren't related, but the one group must have inspired the other.
I'm really liking the lore in this game involving the Ancients. I actually think that the Ancients originated on Starfall Islands and then came to Angel Island, because there's definitely a connection between the Chaos Emeralds, because the Chaos Emeralds, they all just somehow gathered. They gathered in Starfall Islands, and they seem to be connected to these islands. It has me thinking there has to be a connection. Fantastic story. I mean, whoever thought that, like, we'd actually be having such an in-depth, like conversation about the lore of a Sonic game, like, and that's insane, like, I think. Right, 2 more side quests. Side stories. I keep saying side quests. It's not really side quests, it's stories. gonna collect some purple coins. Just pause for a second and just look at the absolute scale on this island. Like, it truly is absolutely massive. I didn't actually think that the islands were going to be that big. Like, I have been pleasantly surprised by the absolute scale of the open zones. Ah, fuck it. Oh, sorry for bursting anyone's eardrums. When I sneeze, let me tell you. That's what happens when you've got a Triple H sized nose. I'm going to bypass those enemies. Because you don't actually have to fight the enemies. Should also point out, you actually can't die in Sonic Frontiers, which is something I haven't really taken notice of until now, to be honest with you. It's just like, yeah, it's like, you just don't die. Some skill points. Oh, he's all the way over there. Oh god, do you ever get really like, do you ever get so mistaken like, but just, I mean, just look at the scale of the map, like, that's a good example of just how big these maps actually are, like. Okay, I'm gonna see can I get over there quicker, because that is one hell of a trek. Fast travel. Oh god, the only option I have is go here. Hermit. God. Oh! That was lucky. What's that? How does that? Oh, nice! Let's got some more of those Korok statues. I didn't know what the hell that was, to be honest. Oh, Sumo! One of the other Sumo! One of the other guardians. So what you have to do, you side loop, stun him for a bit, and then you have to like knock him into the electric rail, hopefully. Just gonna stun him for a bit. Okay. I mean, this is really what IGN should have shown, but they didn't, and that's why people thought the game was bad. And then they have a cheat to give a 7 out of 10 because I couldn't play it properly. Typical IGN. Okay. Oh, time is ticking. Time is ticking. Time is ticking. Ender Dragon, welcome to Green Hill Gaming. How are you doing? As you can see, I'm live streaming Sonic Frontiers. How come Nintendo give the new Sonic Frontiers 4 out of 10? How come Nintendo? I think you mean like Nintendo Life? Because Nintendo don't actually review games. I don't think they'd actually review one of their biggest third-party games and give a 4 out of 10. I think you mean Nintendo Life, do you? Oh, no way, he's up on top of that thing. Oh, stop the lights. Oh. Okay, I literally have no idea how I'm going up there. Can I fast travel? I can't. Oh, God. Oh, God. Alright, well, I wasn't expecting that. This just goes to show just how big of a game this actually is, isn't it? Ah! Fell. Right. Okay. Am I going in the right direction? I don't know. I'm not going in the right direction. Oh God. I think I am done. Kind of. Yeah, so as you can see, some of these side stories are just in the most out of reach areas. Oh, just fast travel. I think I have to go somewhere over here. So fast travel. Let's just fast travel here and see what we can do from there. I'm banning the light chat here now. Okay. Phone is charged enough. Now I'm gonna take it off. The phone charged enough, much better. Okay. All right. Where are we going? I'm not sure where I'm going. Ah, damn it! It's in such a out of Nintendo Life said no, no buff Knuckles. I want that buff Knuckles something. Oh, here's a treasure spot where you use a side loop to get items. In this case, I got myself. Oh, no. Right, I think I have to go. Oh yeah, okay, I'm getting there now. I go. Oh, don't fall. Okay. Alright. So I need to... Alright. We've got this. No problem. Sorry, I got a bit distracted there. Because I actually thought that the side story was going to be below me. But they trolled me. And it was above me. And Johnny was not a happy camper. Oh! That was a close one. It's literally like, it's insane like the effort you have. I better be going the right way because like... Oh, I fell. I don't have all night. Say again. I'm scared because I don't know if you. Oh, I'm not kidding. Ah. Johnny raging. It's been a while. Oh. Finally, the rock has come back to Starfall Islands. Sounds like an Undertaker, but...
What do you think of the weird spires being used to contain the Chaos Emeralds?
Contain? No. I think they're meant to protect them. Even harness their power. You've experienced yourself the limitless power of the Chaos Emeralds. Even if they didn't have them all, a couple would have provided more than enough energy to live comfortably.
Enough to power the ruins, cyberspace. I wonder, if the ancients somehow lost their access to the emeralds, would that have caused them to disappear?
Well, the pot thickens, literally. Like one of the ancestors in Angel Island stole the Chaos Emeralds and they belong here. Well, I think there's only one more left. Or is it two? One more left. Like, you see just how massive this map is, like. Now, obviously, like, you can compare it to, like, The Witcher 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Skyrim, Breath of the Wild. Do you know what I mean? But like, this is Sonic the Hedgehog. Crying out loud. This is the first time that Sega has actually brought Sonic into the open world. Like, you know, so, I mean, just, absolutely, like, just hats off to, hats off to Sega and Sonic Team. Like, this is only one island. You know, I'm not joking with you. If they had just one island, right, in the whole game, like if this was the only island in the whole game, and it just had like portals for each level in the game, and the levels were like 15-20 minutes long, I'd be happy with that, like. But they actually, like, to give 5 of these massive islands, like, I was not expecting that, like, I actually was not expecting that at all, like, I mean, like, it just caught me off guard, like, to be honest, like. In a good way, of course. In a good way. Where am I going? Where am I going? Oh, I'm lost again, I think, am I? Oh, bloody hell. I don't have all night lights. I need to see, can I fast travel over there again? Where is it? Right. Yeah, I can fast travel right here. I really shouldn't be fast traveling. I should be showing you the scale of the map, but I'm short on time, like, so that's why. Ah, God, it's on the top of the bloody thing, blah, blah. Sorry. Oh, God. So literally, it's a very top, like. What the hell, eh? Oh, this is a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Oh no, fine. Some more little figures.
Besides the cocoa, these islands seem deserted, don't they?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of the Ancients' buildings on both islands, but nobody's home.
Given their state of decay and how much nature's reclaimed them, I'd say they've been gone for a long time. Longer than any civilization we know of. I'd like to think that they simply moved on and settled somewhere else. Not that they're gone. Some of the active technology seems built for storing and protecting the Chaos Emeralds. Comparing that to what's on Angel Island, I feel like I was drawn here for a reason.
Oh, it has to be. There's definitely a connection. Definitely a connection to Angel Island, which is Knuckles' home. The key is the guardian of the Chaos Emeralds and the Master Emerald. And like, before his clan like arrived on Angel Island, it was actually inhabited by an ancient civilization. The Echidna clan actually stole the Chaos Emeralds. Was trying to steal the Chaos Emerald, which was left behind by this ancient civilization. There's got to be a connection between all of that and the ancients in Starfall Island. Okay, time is really pushing on. Now, do you know what I want to do? Because I actually want to show you one of the cyberspace levels. I think this one here is actually Green Hill Zone. As you can see, I have cleared all 4 missions, so I reached the goal, cleared with a rank S. It's dead easy, to be honest. Play with 30 rings and find all the red stars. The red stars are literally like right in front of you. So this is going to showcase some traditional Sonic gameplay, and it's also going to showcase the top-notch soundtrack. So as you can see, this is Green Hill Zone, looking a lot more sexier. So you can see, yeah, traditional Sonic gameplay here. Now the levels are much shorter. The cyberspace levels are much shorter in Sonic Frontiers than previous Sonic games, but you have to understand, I mean, that's because there's 5 massive open zone islands in the game. Let's look at this loop-the-loop. Looping the loop in the year 2022. Sonic is alive and kicking. Might show you one other cyberspace level, and then if I get time, I'll actually have a spot of fishing. I still got an S rank. Ha! Mad. It's actually easy to. The cyber levels are actually easy to get. The Witcher 3 PS5 upgrade next month. They're also remaking The Witcher 1 as well. So yeah, I'd give this game a solid 8 out of 10. An easy 8 out of 10 to be honest with you. Hey, what's that? Oh, that's up. Let's pick one at random. Hey, what's the portals gone? What are they? It's hard to see them when they're actually let's go here. Some of the soundtracks actually have like full-on lyrics. Thanks, chat. They're very easy. This is Chemical Plant Zone, and this is special for me because I always remember the time that I actually played Sonic 2 for the first time. In my local video game store, Smith's, and the level I actually got to before I had to go up was Chemical Plant Zone. So seeing Chemical Plant Zone like this, oh, that's great. Now again, very short, you know. But you know what though, I think that could be these cyberspace levels. I actually feel they could actually be the blueprint for future 2D Sonic games. What do people think about that? I think that is definitely a strong possibility. Okay, so time is pushing on. But I might just have enough time to go fishing with Big the Cat, which is actually a nice, like, kind of fun break from the main game. So the fishing spot is down here. Rocking my Monster Hunter gear. Now I'm relatively new to the whole like Big the Cat. But you know, I'll tell you one thing though, right?
Hey Sonic, welcome back.
Hey, he does not look like a cat. I don't know what he looks like, but he does not look like a cat. Like apart from the ears, but even the ears though, I mean, the ears look whack. He does not look like a cat in my opinion.
Would you like to try? I'll let you borrow a rod.
I would like to fish, please. Just showing my fish-apedia so far. These are the fish that I've actually caught. And I'm actually like really surprised by like the level of detail that Sonic Team actually put into the fish. Not only from what they actually look like, but just the little descriptions on the side of the screen as well, like, you know. It's a pleasant surprise. I'll be showing a lot more of Sonic Frontiers going forward, believe me. So don't worry about that if you haven't seen. If you want me like to kind of if you want me to show other parts of Sonic Frontiers, don't worry. I will certainly be showing other parts of Sonic Frontiers going forward. So, a crayfish. A creature with powerful claws from found in slow-moving freshwater environments. Being omnivorous, it can be caught with any food. It can be caught with any food you happen to have on hand. So like a bit of Animal Crossing, really. But you know what's crazy though, right? In the middle of all of these like aquatic life, right? There is, wait for it, a red spring, just randomly there. You know what? I'll actually be right back. I'll be right back. 2 minutes or 5 minutes. Okay, I am back. So that's a giant red spring. Just randomly found in the middle of these fish. There's also a tin can. And there's a star post. And it's nice though because they're actually classic items from the classic Sonic the Hedgehog games. Including the goal plate as well. It's great. I don't know why they went with Dr. Robotnik and not Sonic. But there you go. Oh, and these choppers as well. Like this is something I really wanted to share. Like, is the chopper. Like it is just such a classic enemy from the games. Like, isn't it? Mechanical creature. It looks like a fish. It can't be eaten, so don't even try. I wouldn't want to be honest with you now. And of course a ring, a tire. So I'm actually going to do a little bit of fishing and then I'm going to wrap up the live stream.
Would you like to try? I'll let you borrow a rod.
That's nice of you, big red cat. So fishing is actually easy enough, to be honest with you. All you have to do is move the target where the fish are. In fact, I don't even think you have to do that. And then once you hear a splash, you press X and you have to match up the white circles with the red circles, and boom. Got a chest, and inside of it is a gold card which you can actually use to get any item in the game. And again. That's got a tuna. I don't know, I actually didn't realize tunas are actually massive fish, so I'm going to do one more time. And then I'm going to wrap up the live stream. But yeah, I will definitely be streaming some more Sonic Frontiers another time. That's the Blue Seal defense. What I'll actually show you to actually round off the live stream is so you can trade your tokens. I've 12 so far, so you can use them to get portal gears, egg memos, which I will actually showcase in another Sonic Frontiers live stream. Knuckles memory token, Chaos Emerald Vault Key, Red Seed of Power, Blue Seed of Defense, 20 lost Coco, 100 rings and 50 skill points. I'll actually get some of them actually. That's what I'll do.
Okay. Would you like to try?
Not no. So that's just a little bit of Sonic Frontiers. I just really wanted to share my passion with this game. As I said, in my humble opinion, this is the best 3D Sonic game that I've played, anyway, at least. I have had a lot of fun playing this game so far. Honestly, just running around and exploring these massive open zone islands, it just feels so new and so fresh, which is something I haven't felt playing a 3D Sonic game ever, to be honest with you. Honestly, love it. I'll share my passion with this game. So that is going to do it for the live stream. It's great to be back, to be honest with you. But to answer the question that Coulson asked at the start of the live stream, as far as like how I'm going to be like returning, I don't know how frequent I'm going to be honest with you. But there's definitely going to be less of an urgency, like a need to stream, you know. But if I feel like I want to stream, then I will. That's the only way that I'm going to explain it. But nonetheless, it is good to be back. So thank you, everyone, for your continued support on the channel. It's much appreciated. It really is. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next live stream.